In order for this game to go longer than 3 weeks after launch, from a spectating standpoint, it needs a BR.
So, you must be silenced.
Protecting humanity. But that is now a distant memory.
Better hope there's a lot of girls listening to this with the volume turned down.
Yep, unfortunately it's gonna be one of those videos where we enjoy a nearly 40-year-old man with a pedo mustache and a wig, barely able to hold a tune, let alone a marriage, acts incredibly obnoxious for about a total of, 11 minutes. And hey, it's not like I'm not guilty of that myself. The only difference is when I do it, 9 out of 10 times I'm pretty faded as fuck. I mean, just the fact that I have to stare at him at the bottom right corner of my screen for 11 minutes makes me want to duct tape 240s to my hands right now. It'll make pausing and playing 10 times harder, and the only thing I'll be able to do is drink. And hopefully, if I'm lucky and I get drunk enough, I might actually find him funny, because it's the only way I can do it besides aging myself back by 14 years.
Of the mysterious Zeta Halo.
I don't know if I can go that pitch.
That was boring. You're not funny and nobody likes you.
We need hope. We need Spartan 117, Master Chief.
No, you need a battle royale. That's what you need.
In order for this game to go longer than 3 weeks after launch, from a spectating standpoint, it needs a BR.
To this day, I'm still trying to figure out how it's possible that battle royales were able to satisfy him and not his wife, cause he ended up staying loyal to only one of them. I mean, for fuck's sake, this man's loyalty to battle royales transcends even online games. Look at him, he's demanding a battle royale in a Halo Infinite campaign trailer. He doesn't play video games, he plays battle royales. There's a difference. Much like a porn star who would never be viewed unless they were fucking, Dr. Disrespect would never be viewed unless he was battle royaling. But you know what? I can't even hate on that. He's really good at what he does, beating little kids in video games. And if that's his source of revenue and it means a lot to him, I understand. It's just unfortunate that I don't give a single fuck about your spectators. As a matter of fact, I think the Halo community would do better overall with less 11 to 13-year-old kids coming over, because eventually we'll be seeing Master Chief doing the floss. I think 343 has done a great job of not including a battle royale in their game at launch. It deprives content from people like Dr. Disrespect, and I think overall, that's actually a lot better for the franchise. See, nobody has touched a new Halo in well over 6 years. And in those 6 years, battle royales plagued the industry like your videos plague my recommendations page. And now after all these years, people are finally going to be getting a new Halo, and you think that the first thing they want to do is to boot it up and play it like it's fucking Fortnite? I mean, if you're gonna hemorrhage all your viewers in 3 weeks without a battle royale, what the fuck does that say about your entertainment value? Because the Halo Infinite flight was viewed by more people than Fortnite and Warzone on Twitch, and you're simply butthurt because you didn't get a slice of that. All those people are having a wonderful time streaming Halo, gaining viewers, and you're not a part of that. Because you... well, because you choose not to be.
A weapon? How many guns do you need?
Whoa, well, thank God for that. Looks like he's gone. Ah, fuck. Well, it was nice while it lasted.
Alright. Boom, we got the reflectant metal material.
Yes, Doc. Not all games out there have blocky, flat textures and look like Fortnite.
Pain to date. Halo Infinite invites players to become Master
Boom,
Chief
boom, boom, boom.
and discover
Boom.
It's kinda gay.
First mission is to retrieve a new AI, codenamed the Weapon.
I mean, do we play the campaign, champs?
Well, I mean, you're asking an audience that isn't even legally old enough to drive yet, so...
Order received. Stand by.
You know what I would like to have seen with Halo?
I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess and say, viewers.
Like, cause, you know, again, I talk about this and I don't care if I pause it and it fucking bothers people. Like, play the video the whole time, you're talking too much. I just need to pause it. You know what I've liked to have seen from Halo Infinite?
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Especially as I'm watching this campaign, is that every Halo growing up as a kid, like you kind of look forward to.
Well, we're waiting.
I might be wrong on this, actually. I don't want to prove the point. Never mind.
What's wrong there, Doc? You were so adamant about pausing and how you didn't give a fuck, only to not give a point about anything. My best guess is that you're quickly noticing the age gap difference between you and your audience. So it's kind of hard to relate to them what growing up with Halo was like when they didn't even exist as sperm in their dad's ballsack. Oh yeah, you know, let me just turn to this audience whose main experience around video games involves buying shark cards with their parents' credit cards. They're totally gonna know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You weren't big into the campaign, and yet you wanted to tell us what you think Halo needs. See, I know the idea of prioritizing a campaign over a battle royale may shock you, but the rest of the industry hasn't fallen for your bullshit, where they need to cater to streamers like you. 343 wants to focus on what the Halo community wants, and clearly, you're not a part of that community. And it's sad to say, but the only way you would ever be a part of that community is if 343 wrote you a fat check.
I gotta be honest, I wasn't too big on the campaign stuff. You know? It was really about multiplayer. It was about split screen. Halo 1 split screen 1v1s. Halo 2 online multiplayer. Just I don't know, man.
Well, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck that has to do with anything, but thank you for your pointless insight.
Chief, is that you?
You're safe now.
You know what I do like watching about this? It's like all I'm thinking of is battle royale. Like, look at the vista, look at the mountain in the background. What's this structure way over here? You know, is there a sniper on top of that bad boy with a banshee?
You know, Doc, all you're really doing right now is pointing out how shitty this game could truly be if it was under your control. So, could you please kindly stop? Because I really like what I'm seeing.
Incoming.
But what if it's a friend?
It isn't.
This game would be sick with a battle royale, man. Oh. Woo. I mean, just...
Why though? Why is it that all of a sudden, this gameplay right here that gives you zero interest would suddenly become good if it had a battle royale mode? And here's a challenge for you. Answer me that question without an answer that involves your own viewership.
Hi! Hi! I love a good fight!
What do
Fight me!
Never pausing to commentate on the gameplay, the upgrade paths, the vehicles, the weapons, the characters, the world, but plenty of time to pause and let everybody know how much this game needs a battle royale.
I mean, none of this is pulling me in.
It's almost as if that's what happens if you have zero interest in campaign and yet still decide to click on the campaign trailer. I can't believe I clicked on this goddamn campaign trailer thinking there would be battle royale footage. Fuck 343. What do they think this is? Halo?
I see like 11, 12, 13-year-old demographic here, maybe 14, 15. But then any older than that, it's kind of pushing it.
No, don't even worry about it. Like you said, in 3 weeks it'll be dead and they'll all go back to watching you.
of Halo?
You know, it'd be kind of a sick. I'm just kind of thinking of just mechanics, battle royale mechanics, how you drop into a world. This, I just had an idea just watching this. Talk to me. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar idea. I get it.
Ultimate test.
So imagine you drop into a world like this. Boom, right? You're flying in. You can either fly in and separate from your craft with no loadout, or you could fly to your craft, but like the timing of you being able to do it in a very efficient way, by the time you get your loadout, the craft is hitting the ground. So you're pretty much committed to wherever your craft is falling down to. And it could be like a randomized location. So you have two options of when you go into a fight. Either go in to where you want to land without your loadout, or go to your loadout, but you're set on where it's landing, kind of thing.
Loadouts? You really haven't played an arena shooter in years, and it shows. Do you have any idea how much of Halo's mechanics would have to be reworked entirely to make this pitiful Battle Royale mode work? Why do you think it's not there at launch? Because at its core, Halo is Halo, and it has to be the best at that. Battle Royales be damned. I mean, they can come later, for all I give a shit. I'd prefer if they don't, so this guy doesn't get views whatsoever, but the man just seems to think you can make Battle Royales work with anything. No, a Battle Royale should be built from the ground up to be a Battle Royale solely, because at this point, we're getting them in too many fucking games, and it's a nightmare. I mean, unless you're a streamer that streams broken pieces of shit like that, then it's fucking heaven. But most of these Battle Royale ideas that the doc's forming in his head that he thinks are $100 million ideas, doesn't occur to him that 343 probably already thought of this and said, yeah, we don't have room for a Battle Royale at the moment, because we need to make a good game to begin with, because this is the campaign trailer. Oh my god. I mean, we don't even have a single player co-op or Forge mode at launch. What makes you fucking think Battle Royale is on the minds of any Halo fans right now? Look, I get it, Doc. Rotating between Warzone and Apex, you're probably really sick of it. I'd say you'll probably hate the living shit out of it, and it'd be nice to play something else a little more refreshing. But can you go ruin a different game? Because this is Halo, and we really like it.
Welcome to the new...
Sounds terrible, Matthew M. Huh? You suck on this. Watch your ugly looking mouth. Watch your ugly looking mouth when you're talking to the two-time.
Shout out to the one single adult in that chat that was watching this stream. That was beautiful. Getting to trigger the doc, letting him know how shitty his ideas are. Oh man, I'm fucking jealous. I wish I was there.
I know what I'm talking about. Built half the maps for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. What have you done? Huh? What have you done?
Notice how he doesn't comment that he ever helped build a single Halo game, but instead helped work on one of the most forgettable Call of Duties of all time. Yes, Doc, please let us know how to keep a game alive since Advanced Warfare is so alive right now. I mean, you want to brag about your genius map designs, but I don't remember the last time you streamed that game. Oh fuck, the video froze. Hold on, let me fix that.
Pussy.
Era.
Oh, wait, you mean to tell me the video wasn't frozen and that you just sat there looking at the screen like a maniac for 15 seconds? I mean, I get that you don't like people telling you that they think your ideas suck, but chances are you're not gonna get another reply out of him because you already got the reaction he wanted. I mean, helping work on Call of Duty is nice. I guess it pads your resume in the games industry when you're going to look for a paycheck to promote shit, but for the rest of us here who are Halo fans, those credentials are about as legitimate as a degree in feminist studies. Don't be surprised when the Halo community can't take you serious.
Everyone trying to kill you?
It kind of seems like it.
I'm sorry, that doesn't do it for me.
Good, and that's exactly why I like this game. It does the complete opposite of what big time streamers want it to do. It's perfect. It doesn't get any better than that.
Like, you know, 6-7 years in production. I was expecting, like, for the especially for the campaign. I mean, if you're gonna commit to the campaign, make it like the most unique, newest, inspiring thing that you've ever made.
Well, considering that you admitted yourself that you never were in it for the campaign, I don't think your insight really fucking matters, especially considering the fact that you didn't even fucking notice what was different about this campaign versus every other Halo campaign. It really does show that you only played multiplayer, and that's perfectly fine. You can have all the criticisms you want of multiplayer, but you can't come in here saying you don't give a shit about campaign, and now suddenly want to speak and give some insight on what the campaign should have had, because it's obvious you don't know what the hell you're talking about. I mean, you basically sat there for 11 minutes intentionally ignoring everything the game had going for it because you were upset that there was no battle royale. So it's no surprise to me that you absolutely failed to see that this is the most commitment we have ever seen to a Halo campaign, basically ever. And even if it could live up to looking and playing and being exactly what he wants it to, he still wouldn't touch it.
Like, you've had 7 years. You got a big, huge budget. And it's a campaign for one of the biggest IPs in the industry. I want to be blown away by like either graphics or ambience or VFX or the look of the game, some sort of new idea, an approach on single player campaign modes. I know they're going to open world a little bit bigger, right? But I don't know.
You suck!
Well, it's nice to know that after 10 long minutes of constantly begging and pestering for a battle royale, you at least finally gave your word on the campaign, even though basically none of it matters because you were never going to touch it to begin with. What a pointless mess of a video. I really don't know what the people see in Dr. Disrespect. I mean, let's take a look at this right here. Just look at that. That speaks volumes to me about who he is. He's literally a poster boy for battle royales. He's allowed to help design some of the maps. He's promoted and backed heavily by the corporations that design these battle royales. The guy is here to sell himself, and that's fine. You can do that, but why are you selling yourself on a single player campaign trailer? See, what's good for your business is not ultimately what's good for the game itself. I know your ego thinks that's the case, but in reality it's not. Halo doesn't need you, the community doesn't need you, and your insight is meaningless to the majority of us out here. I mean, it's more than likely Halo is going to get a battle royale eventually down the line. There's audio files in the game to suggest it's probably already in the works. The doc may not be aware of that because he doesn't actually follow the community. I mean, for fuck's sake, do you even know who you sound like right now? You sound like goddamn DSP, unwilling to give a game a chance or drop it early on because the viewership isn't there, and then follow it up by blaming the drop in viewership on a lack of modes, or just flat out blame the game for being dead. See, if other people can get overwhelming amount of viewership streaming Halo, then it's clearly a you problem. Video was shit. I'm glad you got ratioed the fuck out of here, and you followed it up a few days later, reading those comments live, really pissed off at what people were telling you. Was a thing of beauty. Don't get better than that. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe if you so choose to, and I'll be seeing all of you in the next video.
Fritango sucks ass.